I do recommend, however, when talking about your spouse, and since we're talking about our spouse, specifically talking about how they look, I do think that it's best that we remember that when you're in a time of quarantine, when your spouse is unable to go to the hairdresser, never point out the grays that come through when the coloring is not an option, okay? I mean, it just wouldn't be a good thing. Especially when those grays show up like smack dab in the middle of the forehead. Don't do it. Just don't even mention that, because it's going to have a negative impact on the the communication aspect of the marriage, which is so vital. So vital. So vital. Yeah. And so I would just leave that out totally, just like I've done.
Speaking of quarantine, showering is very important during a quarantine.
Amen. Excuse me?
We need to talk about patience, because sometimes when you're in quarantine with your spouse can take a long time to get to the point of something. And so women, sometimes it's important when they're going off about Fahrenheit, what was it? Wrinkle at a Time, Brave New World.
Fahrenheit Good Earth. Fahrenheit, the Good Earth.
And they never actually say the point, just nod and say, okay. That's a very important thing that I have learned throughout marriage. Sometimes you can just say, right, yeah, okay.
Yeah, like when I get home and she says, how's your day? And I say, good, okay? And so that's the whole patience she had to have. How was your day? I get a couch. I get a pillow.
Really?
A gallon and a half of iced tea. I get comfortable. And before I know it, it's breakfast time. And she told me almost how her day was.
Wow.
Yes, and so one more. When it comes to marriage and figuring out those things that, topics you want to make sure you talk about, those topics you want to avoid, one of the best things, men, that I recommend, which always draws your spouse closer to you, is make sure to always talk about your mother-in-law.